This video is going to take a look at digging into the distributive property. We already know what the distributive property is. Now we're going to apply it and see how it works with combining like terms. The distributive property multiplies a number outside of the parentheses by everything inside the parentheses. So if I look at the first example, I'm going to take the 4 and I'm going to multiply it by everything that's inside my parentheses. So that's going to give me 4x plus 36 minus 12z. I would like that in standard form, so I'm going to put the constant last, and that's my final answer. Now I'm going to take a look at example 2. Example 2 is going to distribute a negative 5 to a minus b. I could rewrite that as negative 5 times a plus negative b, but you'll want to get to the stage where you can do this without rewriting everything. So I look at this and I see negative 5a, and then I see a negative 5 times a negative b. It's true that that's minus, but like I've said before, minus, negative, opposite, they're all meaning the same thing in math. Any way you do it, it's going to be plus 5b. Now let's take a look at the practice. In the first example, I see that I have 2 times 5x plus 6 minus 4x. I could multiply the 2 by everything like that, but because of the fact that these are in parentheses, I'd like to clean that up a little first. I'm going to add the 5x to the negative 4x. Again, you could change this to addition of negative 4x, but I'm going to try to encourage you to see that negative 4x initially for what it is. If I do that, I would get 2 times x plus 6. And that's going to give me 2x plus 12. Let's go down and look at number 4. In number 4, you have to distribute 2 different times, and there are a lot of negatives, so you have to be careful. In the first parentheses, I have negative 2 times the quantity, x minus 6y minus 12. So that's going to give me negative 2x, a negative 2 and a negative 6y is positive 12y, a negative 2 and a negative 12 is positive 24. Then minus 1/2 times all these things. Well, I can just distribute that as a negative 1/2 and make this minus 4x plus 2y. And then I can combine like terms. Notice that I didn't combine like terms before I distributed because that is not legal. Parentheses give us our order of operations. I'm going to want to combine the negative 2x and the negative 4x. I'm going to want to combine the 12y with the 2y and then leave the 24 for last. That's going to give me negative 6x plus 14y plus 24. Why don't you try 2, 3, and 5 and come back and check your answers. Number 2. Initially I got nm plus 8n, but I used the commutative property of multiplication to switch these guys around to write it in standard form, mn plus 8n. Number 3, I initially got 21n plus 15m minus 18p, and again I'd like it in standard form, so I use commutative property of addition to switch those two around. In 5, the first thing I did was combine the negative 6ax with the negative 7xa because those are like terms. I got negative ax minus 9a plus 11. Then I distributed the negative and got a positive ax plus 9a minus 11. Thinking back to when I discussed how this is the opposite, if I think about this being the opposite of everything that's inside the parentheses, then that answer would make sense. On the back you have a partner practice. Tonight I am your partner. I would like you to go through and try all these problems and come back and check your answers with me. Alrighty, 1 through 9 on the board. Be careful with the problems that require distribution of a negative. Number 3, I'm thinking in particular, might have been troublesome. Remember that this is like a negative 1 sitting outside. So it's going to be 12x minus negative 1 times 3, which is negative 3x, and negative 1 times negative 1, which is positive 1. Then you can combine like terms and get the 9x. Same thing in number 6. This becomes 16x minus 8y plus 15y minus x minus 7, and then you just have to combine your like terms. In number 10, I've done it two different ways, so let's compare the process. The first method, I took the perimeter of a square is equal to 4 times the length of the side, and I just plugged in the 7 times the quantity x minus 1. I then used order of operations to get 7x minus 7, multiplied that by 4, and got 28x minus 28 units. In the second example, you'll see that I plugged in the 7x minus 1, but I did the 4 times 7 first. And that's because I can look at that as 4 times 7 times x minus 1, and I can choose, because of the associative property, to do the 4 times 7 first. I still get the same answer, and it's nice to see sometimes that two different methods will give us the same answer. If you take out this sheet and complete the front this time, we'll check your answers tomorrow in class. Have a great night, everybody.